And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And now running right through it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trubisky to throw on second. The screen pass here to Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Rhino! Check three. Two.
On first and 10, Cousins firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. You see it?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down at the 28. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Underneath to Allen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with Allen. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To give to the fullback on the dive. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on first down. And it's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down. Cousins again. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Go ahead. Left. Move. I got him. On me. We're going. Let's go. Go get him.
Final play of the half. Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And incomplete on the deep ball. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's go, we're on the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They go play action with Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Clifford!
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He won't go down. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go.
Now Allen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing is Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Trubisky with a give to Howard, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. One last shot now for Cousins. He may try and run for this. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where.